Given the previous two examples, right? Do you think marketing creates demand?
Does it create demand? I mean, what is demand? What do you mean by demand? I don't know. This term gets used a lot, but what are we meaning by demand?
Yeah, so this is a particular topic that marketers often throw around, and some people say that, hey, marketing doesn't create demand, but people say marketing does create demand. I mean, if you take the example of F1, there wasn't much of a demand existing in USA at least, but post this, Drive to
Okay.
Survive show, a lot of, new demands were created.
Okay. I mean, the word sort of comes from this like SaaS growth sort of thing. A
Hmm.
lot of these words has come from it's always like some sort of marketing with a word before or after, right?
Hmm.
And it's just the new
Hmm.
thing. Growth marketing, demand gen, lead gen, what does all this stuff mean?
Yeah.
Um, I get why these names are created because it sounds good. Like, hey, we'll do this demand generation campaign. Like, oh, that sounds good to non-marketing people, right? They go, oh, yeah, we want demand. Yeah, of course. We're in demand. We're a big brand. So I get it. I think the question here you're trying to allude to is that can marketing create more sales effect than would otherwise be the case?
Hmm.
Yeah, obviously, but it depends how you do it. The other thing is that we know that in certain product categories, there is a sales cycle. And there's a number of people at any one time that are sort of in that decision-making mode to switch brands or stay with the incumbent, right? And that is a pretty fixed percentage in your category. To affect that above and beyond those averages is very difficult. So can your marketing create more demand above those averages? Yeah, potentially, but it's very rare. And you have to be extremely good. You have to probably expand to other, what do we call CEPs or subcategories within a larger category to get those additional people. And as your business sort of exhausts that one pool within that subcategory, they have to go to the next subcategory, the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. And that's kind of how your brands expand in this sort of very non-linear sort of fashion, this sort of like oil well analogy, I call it.
Hmm.
So it's very messy, and there's sort of like there's overlapping sort of oil wells, if you know what I mean, of different pools of
Understood.
customers. And that's the way you should kind of think about the stuff. So yeah, there are examples where a sort of a marketing initiative has sort of like repositioned or created a new product within the existing lineup that has sort of gone out to this new pool and captured a huge percentage of it. But again, to switch all those people from an incumbent to you is somewhat constrained by those in-market people and the ratio of in-market versus out-of-market people at any one point in time. So yeah, when you listen to people like Dale Harrison, he's very right on this,
Hmm.
but I understand why the term is used.
Hmm.